Hey guys, Steven here, welcome back to another video, and today we're taking a closer look at the brand new released Huawei Watch GT 5 Pro. Now, I could already test it out for the last 2 weeks and honestly it's a really impressive smartwatch. Probably the best GT series Huawei has ever released. It's the perfect smartwatch for any kind of activity, from swimming, any kind of sports, even up to playing golf, and also it comes with incredible battery life and a lot of health tracking functionality. So let's have a closer look and let's get ready for the Huawei Watch GT 5 Pro.
And guys, there we go. Here's the all-new Huawei Watch GT 5 Pro. One of the most beautiful watches that Huawei has ever released, especially in the GT series lineup. Now, the GT 5 series comes in different editions, in the regular GT series edition or the GT 5 Pro edition. Difference in terms of the body is that the Pro series incorporates aerospace grade titanium alloy on the 46mm version right over here, but this goes also for the female 42mm edition that has this elegant white ceramic body. And yeah, the watches are really high quality. Today we'll have a closer look only at the Watch GT 5 Pro, but if you want to have more information on the other models, make sure to check out the links down below. Now, first of all, let's talk about that titanium alloy. Now, Huawei started super early to use aerospace grade titanium alloy in their watches, and their build quality and craftsmanship was always superior compared to other brands. And also with the GT 5 Pro, the build quality is just outstanding. Now, this titanium alloy, which you can see right over here, it has this little bit matte look. It's not polished, but it's very scratch resistant. It's super durable. Dropped the watch 3 times already. Nothing happened so far. Same goes also for the screen. It's a very durable smartwatch with that titanium alloy, but this is not the only benefit of titanium. Titanium is also super lightweight. Now, the first time I took this watch out of the box, I was not sure if this is not a dummy or it's not a real watch, because it is incredible light. What's the benefit of that? Now, many people use the smartwatch for sleep tracking, especially Huawei watches have amazing battery life up to 2 weeks. So for sleep tracking, it just makes sense to wear the watch as long as you can. And if you have a heavy smartwatch, it's not really comfortable in the night, at least for me. And with that titanium body, the watch is really, really lightweight. And the strap, it feels like it weighs nothing. It almost feels like it is a toy, but it's really, really durable. And yeah, that's just the aerospace grade titanium. You can take out the strap, as you can see, and it has a lot of parts. You can also take the single parts out, and to open it up, you just double press. That's basically the fastener. And also to put the strap in, it is super simple. All you have to do is just press the tiny unlock button here, and then you just carefully slide it in. So really, really nice strap materials. Really, look at this, it's just gorgeous. Now, anyhow, I'm also using a different strap for my workouts, which I can show you. It's inside of the box here. Now, the watch comes with the charger, and yeah, that's basically it, and the strap, and also, as you can see, some little user manual. But if you want to have a different strap, you have to purchase it extra. Now, I'm using this fluoro elastomer strap here, which is really nice for doing sports. Now, the titanium strap, I mean, it is a beautiful strap, but for doing sports, it's probably not the right choice. It is amazing if you go on a business meeting or on a date or whatever, but for sports I would just get a second strap. I decided to get the blue strap, which you can see right over here, and to put it in, it's also pretty simple. There's a little notch with a pin, and then you press and you put the strap in like this. Now, the material of the straps, it's very elastic. You don't really sweat under it. Now, I was wearing it for 2 weeks every day. Very comfortable strap. And yeah, to put it in, also super simple. So you can change the straps really, really fast. So let's have a closer look at the body. So this is a full titanium body with some silver accents, as you can see. And another benefit of titanium is that it's very corrosion resistant. So if you go to the sea, salt water, and you forget to rinse it, it's not a big problem. Also, if you're outdoors somewhere, it gets wet for days, that's not a problem. It won't catch any corrosion. Now, the watch body itself super high quality. It also takes Huawei a lot of time to manufacture the watch and especially the body. Also on the white edition, there's a nanocrystal ceramic process, and this material basically includes CNC machining, a 7-day calcination process, and really intensive polishing. So I'm not really sure how Huawei can actually provide those smartwatches at this price, because it sounds for me really expensive. And also, if you look at the watch, the quality is pretty awesome. Now we have this octagon design, as you can see. So basically 8 corners. We have a rotatable crown with amazing haptic feedback that even works perfectly fine underwater. Great seal inside, so you can use also the crown underwater, no problem at all. Now we have one button here that's customizable, and here kind of shiny, those silver accents. It just looks really, really beautiful. We also have this Pepsi design, as you can see, blue, red, and even a customized Huawei watch face that matches the design. I really love that second hand in red. It gives it just such a nice look. Now, if you flip over the watch, you can see the upgraded Huawei TrueScene sensor, and this makes a huge difference in terms of tracking your vitals. Now, the number of blood oxygen channels has increased from 4 channels in the previous generation to 12 channels. Basically, this helps to obtain a wider range of pulse signals to support algorithm operations. Now, the performance of basic characteristic algorithms such as heart rate and blood oxygen has also been improved. So in terms of tracking functionality for your health, this is now the best on the market that Huawei has to offer. Also, there's some other super technical upgrades, basically how the optical path works now in the sensor and glass darkening technology. So basically, it helps to get a better signal, reduce interference and stuff like this. And the tracking functionality, I have to say, it's really awesome. There are no errors. The ECG is working fine. The SpO2 is working fine. The heart rate is always monitored. So the sensor seems to do a really good job in the GT5 series. All right, so that's regarding the body, the sensor, and now I would say let's have a closer look at the watch and let's check out what's new and how it feels. So first of all, the rotatable crown has amazing haptic feedback that feels super smooth. Also here, menu, everything very, very smooth. Now the watch is also running Harmony OS. If we check this out right over here, you can see that it is running Harmony OS 5.00, and I have to say it's amazing. Now they included so many features now, and also it's working perfectly nice, because in the past, you know, some people said they have issues with notifications, but I can tell you notifications work really, really good. You can see from which app it is coming. It also groups the notifications for random notifications, so you're not bombarded with stuff. And even if you're using an Android smartphone, you can reply now. Now, if it's connected to an iOS device, like right now, you can read the notifications, but you can actually not reply. So that's the only downside if you're using an iOS device. Also a couple of other differences I'll show you later. But now you can reply to notifications with a keyboard, and that is really cool. Now guys, let me show you the full keyboard input for the notifications. So notifications, as I've told you, they work now really great, coming straight when you get it on the phone, also on the watch. It doesn't matter which app it is. Also, if you have plenty of applications, as they are grouped, I had over 100 already, it was not lagging. It was easy to navigate here because you have the groups. And now let me show you how to use the replies. So we had quick replies already in the past, so it's still down here. You can go down, okay, sorry, I'm busy, almost there, okay, yes. So those basic replies. You can also send emojis, and also now you have a full keyboard input, so you can really type on the watch. Also, you can switch, for instance, here, as you can see, the region. So here we have now the English keyboard. Here I can switch to the German keyboard. I can also use the microphone. And let's try this. I will come later today. And as you can see, you can just send the message right away with the voice input, and it's working really good. Because typing on the keyboard, well, It's nice to have the option, but still I have pretty big thumbs and typing is not so convenient. But luckily that text-to-speech option works really nice, so I just send an emoji. And this is now working really good because this was a complaint on the previous generations that you could never type back and just have those quick replies. But now, finally it's there. Now, the battery life also, we have 2 weeks of battery life. It also supports wireless charging, so you don't need to use the charger included. You can also just slap it on any wireless charger. But for this, it's better to use a strap like this because then you don't need to hang it on the wireless charger. You can put it flat on it. If you're using the titanium strap, well, you cannot open the strap completely, so it's a little bit more difficult. But using it with this strap, it's just my perfect daily companion. And also I was using it really for the last 2 weeks. I didn't do too many workouts, I think 3, but I had the health tracking on the whole time. I had to charge it exactly after 14 days. So battery life is pretty awesome. Now here you have your smart assistants. If you swipe here to the left, here you have the watch face. You can change the watch face by just tapping it. And there are plenty of watch faces pre-installed, but you can download more from the Huawei Health application. Then here also new watch faces. There's cute little pet animations. Here pet panda. Yeah, it's cute, but I'm more a fan of the basic one. Or the watch face I also really like is this one because it shows your last workout and a lot of sports information. Yeah, that's really cool if you're more into sports, but also if you're more into some classic watch faces, you can just download and use them. So you can quickly switch if you go to a business meeting, just tap, get a different watch face and you look less sporty, I would say. And here we have the activity rings. Basically, that's your daily progress. You can see time standing, time exercise, calories burned. If you tap it, you can see a little bit of more information and you can scroll through. So plenty of data. And also if you swipe here, you can see how good you performed the last day. So this really helps with motivation and to see if you can actually achieve your goal. Now right over here you can see your health data with one single view. So once you look at there, you can see your heart rate, you have the health clovers right over here, you have your SpO2 right over here. So you just look at it and you know, okay, that's all the information I need. Then here you have the calendar. You can go to music, play music. Here you can see the call log. You can also pick up the calls, of course, from the watch. Now the watch itself doesn't have a SIM or eSIM functionality, but it's basically an extension for your phone when it comes to calling people or picking up calls. Now here you can quickly start workouts. Here also I've included my Stay Fit widget, basically that tells me the calorie intake, how much calorie deficit. This is really cool to lose weight and keep track, but also you need to put in what you're eating in the Huawei Health application on the phone, but it really helps. Then here you can basically adjust the home screen, the widgets here. You can add favorites and there's now so many in there. If you're more interested in your heart rate, you can have your own widget for SpO2, your own widget for sleep tracking, stress monitoring, music. Also the wallet you can add now. So plenty of cool features and yeah, everything here at the home screen, so you don't need to go actually to the menu to access all the data. If you swipe down from the top, you have the flashlight, you can activate the sleep mode. This I usually activate at night, then the display goes dim and it doesn't turn on because my wife hates it when something lights up in the bedroom. It has Find Phone, you can have the screen on option. I set now to 20 minutes for filming, that's the maximum. It has an option to drain the water after swimming, lock screen, etc. So plenty of features right over here. Here you also see the battery life. Then let's go to the settings. So it supports over-the-air updates. I also have the latest version right now. You can just use your phone to push the update to the watch. It supports Bluetooth connection. The cool thing is you can connect Huawei FreeBuds, so you can have your headset connected to the watch. And also here under more connections, we can see it supports NFC, and I'll show you later what you can do with that. Then here we have watch faces. So it's customizable, as I've told you, but there's also an always on display. But of course, always on display reduces the battery life. I usually keep it off because I don't need that, because there's rays to turn on the screen and then I just check the time. Manage cards, we have seen it already before. Display and brightness, let's talk about the display. The display is an OLED display and it's really, really bright. I have absolutely no issues checking the display outside, and I usually keep it in automatic brightness to preserve battery life, but right now for filming, of course, I have adjusted the brightness a little bit, but you don't need to have it on maximum. It's really, really bright. Now here also offline maps, this is pretty cool. You can download maps from the phone to the watch from your area. I have the Austria map and now I have maps directly on the watch. You will see later how that looks like. The down button is fully customizable, so you can put anything you want in there, what you use the most. For instance, ECG. There's also heart rate data broadcast, so you can use any third-party device to basically collect the heart rate data. And let's go back here, and yeah, that's basically it in here. Now let's go here to the menu so I can show you what kind of apps you have in there and explain it a little bit. Alright, so let's have a closer look at the features right over here. Now in the menu you have all the apps that are basically on there. Let's have a closer look. Now we have seen most of the things already, so I try to not to go too much into detail of all the basic apps, but I want to talk about the ECG because the ECG is now working really, really good. So all you have to do is just put your finger on there as an electrode and it will start right away. Now the ECG is working really, really fine. As you can see, I'm not wearing the watch right now, so it shows some weird signal, but it takes 30 seconds and you get a medical grade ECG on the Pro Edition. So you can regularly check on your heart health with just the push of a button. And the ECG is now working without a problem. So there was not a single time this function has failed on me. That's really awesome. Now, in terms of sleep tracking, it is in the Huawei Health application because tonight I was not wearing the watch, but the sleep tracking is working really, really good. Sleep tracking starts automatically once the watch detects that you fall asleep, and it's basically really the times when I went to bed just 10 minutes after sleep tracking started when I was sleeping. Then here we have heart rate tracking. Of course, the watch supports continuous heart rate tracking throughout the whole day. You can see the graph here, but you can also check out it more detailed in the Huawei Health application. Then here we have workout records. You can of course check all of that also on your phone, where you have more information and it's just easier to access. So then let's check out the workout modes. So there are over 100 workout modes in there. Basically you can track almost everything. There's also courses and plans like running courses, training plans, so really a lot of things you can do in there. There's also a route draw option. There is also diving. Now the watch is waterproof up to 5 ATM, has an IP69K rating and is waterproof for free diving up to 40 meters. If you want to dive deeper, check out the Huawei Watch Ultimate. It's really an amazing watch for diving. Also here, as you can see, plenty of workout modes. Also you can add more workouts, custom workouts, and here you can see how much is in there. Basically almost everything you can find. So over 100 workout modes, even esports. And yeah, there's also a golf mode, and I will show you later how that looks like, because this is one of the new introduced features. So for people who play golf, this smartwatch is really, really awesome. Then right over here for the runners, we have running ability index. Then here you can ping your phone. Here also the air pressure sensor. So as you can see, the sensor is included in the watch. Calls. Here's also the Stay Fit application, where you can basically track your calories, especially great if you want to track what you're eating in order to lose weight. You can set goals. It's really cool because it motivates you a lot to keep going with your diet. Then here SpO2, it supports SpO2 monitoring also throughout the whole day. Also heart rate gets monitored, so plenty of cool stuff. It has a compass, as you can see, which you can also use, for instance, in the trail mode to navigate, skin temperature measurement, remote shutter. There is also the wallet, where you can add cards basically in the Huawei Health application, but this doesn't work on iOS because the feature is not in there, at least yet. We also have the arterial stiffness detection. This also works really great now. Never had a single time where the feature didn't work, so the upgraded sensor seems to be really a game changer for this. And also here you can see there is route draw, so you can add that on the phone. And here is the golf mode I was just talking about.
Now guys, for the GPS test and the sports tracking test, we have to improvise a little bit. Now the last week there was only rain every day, storm, and we have a lot of floods here right now in Austria, and also the government said to not go outside if it's not necessary. So I wasn't really doing much and I couldn't go outside and do a lot of things. Today is a little bit better, but still very cloudy. That's why we'll go on a quick e-bike ride. Now this is a very good test for the GPS performance. Usually when it's very cloudy like this, you don't see anything from the sky, then it's very difficult to get a good GPS performance. Now I'm really excited how good the GT5 will perform, so let's go and let's check it out. So it's time to go for a ride. Now what is really nice about this watch, the screen also works when it's a bit wet, even directly after you go out of the swimming pool. It has a very good touch panel. Now let's go here to cycling outdoor. Watch is still in German, and there we choose, we just wait for the GPS signal. Now I'm curious how fast it will get a fix. Oh, actually it already has a GPS fix. That is pretty awesome considering that it's super cloudy today. And now I would say, let's go and let's go for a ride. So 120 heartbeat, warming up, 130, it goes a bit up now, and let's quickly go. So until here we had a lot of open field, but now we're actually going in here to the little forest. I expect the GPS signal there to drop. With this sky, it's very difficult to get a proper connection here. So guys, here you can see trees really blocking the sky completely. I will have to check out on the computer if it got the route here correctly. But yeah, it found the GPS signal really fast, so I'm kind of excited to see how the results will turn out. So guys, short break. We are having now 3 kilometers on the clock. I will now go a way home where part of the way is the same way like we went, so I want to see if those ways overlap. But as you can see, some ways are flooded, it's raining like crazy and it's cold, so let's just get back to the studio.
So guys, we're back in the studio. Let's check the GPS performance. Now Huawei improved the GPS performance by improving the antenna. It's called a new sunflower antenna, and you really see the difference. This should actually boost the route accuracy by 40%, distance accuracy by 30%, and pace accuracy by 20%. And you saw it was a super rainy, cloudy day, and usually GPS will be off for sure. I also left the phone at home, so the watch will only rely off its internal GPS, and let's check this out. So this is exactly the route I went. You see there is no jitter, it's not off the way. Only here we can see it's a little bit off the way, but this is just really zoomed in. Now on the whole route, this is maybe a few percent difference to the actual routes. Now every smartwatch has room for error, but on the GT5 Pro it is super low. And just check this out. Here I was even, there was a car here. I had to go up here and down here, and it tracked that even perfectly. And in here there's a lot of trees, so the GPS performance looks absolutely outstanding for those weather conditions. Really, really great. Also, you have the option here of dynamic tracking, so you can even get a little video, and it is just so cool. You see, no jitter, exactly the route I went. And the cool thing is, after I went the same route back to see if there's any difference. So here was the highest elevation gain, here the top speed, then I went back, here exactly the same route, and you see it's almost the same line. A little bit off, of course, for sure, but perfect GPS tracking. So I'm really impressed.
Now guys, there's also another cool feature about the GT series, and this goes out to all the people who like to explore. So you can leave your phone at home and you never get lost, because it can route you back. Now, some people like to go hiking, to go exploring in the forest, and it can happen that you can get lost. Now, I'm also here somewhere I've never been before in my life. And if I don't remember the way back home, or if I just get lost for whatever reason, I can ask the watch for help. So let's check it out. We're here on the watch. Here in the workout mode, of course, you need to start your workout. But first of all, you have a compass, which already helps with navigating. But also, it tracks your whole route on the GPS here. So you can choose if you want to route back normally or just route back in a straight line. So let me show you how it works. If I press on straight line, this is like for open field navigation. If there's nothing around, you can just choose the straight line. Then you can find your own path. But yeah, it's blocked here. If that doesn't work out,
navigation ended.
You can actually press route back. So it will show you the way on how to get back. Basically the same way you went. And this is pretty amazing. So as you can see also, I can zoom out here. I even have colored maps powered by pedal maps. And it is just such a cool feature. You also have the compass here showing you where's north. You can update your GPS location. And yeah, it is pretty cool. And with the crown, you can zoom in and out. And this works incredibly well because you can download the maps offline. For the region you want to go, you just download the map on the phone and you don't need to have any internet connection. Absolutely great feature for people who like to explore. By the way, if I haven't mentioned before, you can also have a metronome, you can listen to music, so you're just ready for exploring. So just start the workout, trail, hiking, go out, have your music on the watch, put in your FreeBuds and just enjoy. And this is really amazing.
Now guys, let's have a closer look at the Huawei Health application on iOS. Now Huawei improved the compatibility across all the devices. It doesn't matter if you have an Android phone, if you have a Huawei phone, or if you have an iOS device. And I think the GT5 series is really a great alternative to an Apple Watch. I have so many people that are unhappy with Apple Watches because 1 day battery life, you charge every night, and how do you do the sleep tracking? It's just ridiculous. You have up to 2 weeks battery life on the GT5 Pro, so it's really great for using it with iOS. Huawei Health is also available on iOS, so you don't miss out on most of the features. Of course, some features are only exclusive for Android devices, but let's have a closer look what you can see in there. So you have all your exercise records, you even have all those premium features like premium courses or the Stay Fit plan, which is a VIP feature, which is basically your own personal trainer that helps you to get in shape. So you have a lot of things you can enter in there, your goals, what you want to train, etc, etc. So guys, usually that's a VIP feature, so of course you have to pay something for that. But if you know how much personal trainers actually cost, and if this gives you an idea on what to do and how to improve yourself, lose weight, build muscles, it's actually pretty cool. All right, then the exercise records, you have everything in there. Also on iOS devices, you can see everything. If you tap in there, you can see, for instance here, the last exercises I did with my bike. There's also the dynamic tracking, there is speed, there is different charts from your heart rate, speed and elevation, and also plenty of more details, recovery time. So for exercising, it doesn't really make a difference if you're having an Android phone, if you have a Huawei phone, or if you're having an iOS device. Also, the same goes for all of the other vitals, heart rate tracking. So you can see it here throughout the week. You can see it. You can see the sleep tracking here, weight management, stress, SpO2. The only thing this watch cannot do is blood pressure. But other than that, you have all the crucial things, even ECG functionality. So now let's have a closer look at exercise. There's, as I've just told you, this Stay Fit plan. There's also some free plans for training. There is different workouts you can discover and you can just start them from here. So for instance, this one, cardio, you just press play and there's a video with instructions, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Then here we have devices. So here basically you manage your watch. You can download watch faces. This also works on iOS now, so you can download any kind of watch face. Of course, some are free, some are paid, but it's very little, just 1, 2, 3 euros. Then here you can manage the watch. You can see the connection. You have offline maps which you can download, so this also works on iOS. You don't need to have an Android device for that. I've downloaded the whole map of Austria, including the contour lines, so this is pretty awesome even for hiking. Then ECG also in there, so let's check this out. Here you can see my last ECGs, so it looks like my heart is working. We have also health monitoring. You can enable or disable anything you don't want to have, like automatic stress test. I don't really need that. But also sleep breathing awareness, you can switch on here. That's also something that is pretty cool, because that is a problem you may be not aware of. And with this watch, with this awesome battery life, you can just track it every single day. So guys, in terms of features, iOS and Android are very similar, but yeah, well, some features are missing. For instance, here you should be able to access the wallet and also to send additional apps which you can download from the app gallery to the watch. But on iOS this is not available, but nevertheless all the tracking functionality is absolutely the same, and Huawei is improving the iOS app as well every time. There are so many revisions. Now there's also golf in there. So golf is really cool because for people who play golf, there are over 15,000 courses worldwide which you can download, and Huawei is the first one to bring a 3D course map directly on the smartwatch, which is really amazing. So you can actually go to the course map and then just download, depending on the city you're in, the course. Now, honestly, I don't play golf, so I haven't tried out this feature, but make sure to check it out if you play golf. It is really amazing. You don't need to pay extra. The service here, you have the course map, you can just download the course and start playing golf, and you have all the data then not only on your wrist but also on your phone, and you can even see the whole golf course map also directly on the watch, which is really, really unique. And with Huawei's great GPS system and dual frequency 5 system GNSS, it's also very, very accurate. So you get probably the most accurate golf data from any smartwatch on the market. So now let me show you how Huawei Health looks like on Android devices. We're running it here now on the Huawei P60 Pro. This is a beta version, so this is subject to change, but it looks kind of similar like to the iOS version we just checked out. There's also the premium courses, as you can see, Stay Fit plan, so really cool, your own personal coach. I also forgot to mention this cycle calendar for women and health glands, so you can do your health checks right over here. Exercise, also golf is in there, where you can go to the course map, select the city, and then download the golf courses. Like, as I've mentioned before, over 15,000 golf courses. This cover is more region-based, that's why you see those things are in German, which is also good, because for me as a German speaking people, I don't want to watch some English or other language videos. And you have here really trainings in your language, really cool, but those are VIP features here, as you can see, but a lot of workout plans, so it's like your own personal fitness coach. I think that's really cool. You don't need any third-party app. Then here we have devices. So here is what differentiates it from the iOS version. We have the app gallery. The app gallery has a few apps that you can push on the smartwatch. So for instance, pedal maps, calculator, Spotify, eSound for streaming music. This is actually Spotify control, not Spotify directly for streaming. I would recommend eSound, radio, stuff like this. So some little gadget apps, not too much right now, but this is always changing. And Huawei is also adding few more apps from time to time. Here also we have the Huawei wallet, but as you can see, service isn't available in your country or region. It really depends on your region. The watch has NFC, it has the function to pay, but if Huawei wallet works or not depends on your region. I'm from Austria, so it does not. Nevertheless, as you can see, that are basically the difference. The rest is pretty much the same, and yeah, that means you can use it across all your devices, whatever you feel like.
So guys, we're now here at the end of this review of the Huawei Watch GT 5 Pro, and just quickly my personal opinion, I truly think it's the best GT series smartwatch that Huawei has ever released. Now, the tracking performance is amazing. So we saw the GPS performance even in the worst weather conditions. Even if you go through the forest, GPS is just working. You have all the maps and a lot of workouts now. You can even play golf. That's probably interesting for a lot of you people. The battery life is awesome. The health health tracking features are awesome. There is ECG, also the notifications. Now I tried it out on iOS and Android because I want to check out, of course, the functionalities on both worlds, and the notifications now, they work really nice. In the past, sometimes yes, there were some issues with notifications, but on the GT5 Pro, absolutely not a single issue, and it's really amazing to use. Now also, first when I saw the smartwatch, I was not a big fan of the design, but after wearing it for a couple of days, I thought it's different, it's nice, and now honestly I like it. And the materials, as always, this is premium craftsmanship. Now I think also for the price tag, I don't think you get a better smartwatch for a price like that. And if you want to have more information, I will leave you some links down below where you can check it out. And if you have any questions, of course, feel free to ask. And as always, guys, I'm Steven from Tech Magnet, and I'm signing out. Have a nice day and bye.